I've made quite a few different washcloths here, but let me pull out my purple one. Yeah, so this purple one is called a ridged chevron. So it is wavy. It has valleys and it has peaks. And it also has ridges. Might look a little bit complicated, but it's not. All it is double crochet, right? And you already know how to make a double crochet, right? And if you don't, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and show you this chevron ridged washcloth, okay? Okay, I'll see you in a minute. So I started one here, and I am going to go ahead and show you how to complete the ridge. These are ridges, right? But, you know, I would like to show you from the beginning, the first few stitches, because that first row is always kind of tricky, at least for me, right? So I'm going to push this one aside and we'll get right back to this one, and I'm going to leave it here so that we can see how lovely it is. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Started from the beginning using this blue color. Now this is a pattern, so we're not just making random stitches. There is a pattern to how we are going to put our stitches in. So because we have a chevron, we have hills and valleys, right? It's going to go up and it's going to go down. We have to have a specific number of stitches in order to get these peaks and valleys to come out properly, okay? So for this particular one, we need multiples of 12 stitches plus an additional 3. Those additional 3 stitches are going to be the turning stitches. So for the stitch itself, we'll need 12 stitches. So this is 12 stitches, and from here to here is another 12 stitches. So how many is that? That's 24 plus an additional 3. If I wanted to make it wider, I would have to add an additional 12 stitches, which would be 36 plus the extra 3. Don't forget the extra 3 stitches, okay? So if you want to make it even wider still, as long as it's a multiple of 12, however many times you like, plus an additional 3 stitches. This one in particular is 24 plus 3, so that would be 27. Okay, so I'm going to start with a chain of 27. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to continue all the way to 27. So I've gone ahead and I made a chain of 27 stitches. So we are going to skip our first 3. 1, 2, and 3. And in this fourth one right here, we are going to go ahead and make a double crochet. Let's count that again. 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip that. And right in here, we're going to make a double crochet. Yarn over, put it in. Yarn over, pull it through. We have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. So we have our first double crochet. Okay? All right. Good. Now, the next thing we are going to do is do a double crochet in each of the next 3 chains. Okay? So we're going to get to practice our double crochet stitches in this particular washcloth. Okay? So we're going to make 1 in each of the next 3. Okay? Okay, so here is 1, 2, and 3. Okay, there we go. So we did a chain of 27. We skipped that first 3, the extra 3 stitches that we made, remember? And we did 1 double crochet, and then we're beginning our pattern. 3 double crochets, right? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we're going to learn something new. Okay, we are going to go into the next stitch as if to double crochet. Yarn over, put it in the next stitch, yarn over, and pull it through. We now have 2 loops on there. So we're going to yarn over and pull it through 2 as in a double crochet, and we have 2 loops left, right? Okay, now I want you to hold on. Don't finish the stitch, okay? We're going to leave that there. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to yarn over and go into our next stitch. Yarn over and pull it through. We have 4 loops on there. That's okay. This one is from the previous double crochet. We're going to yarn over and pull it through 2. And we have 3 loops, and we're going to yarn over and pull it through all 3. Okay, so we took 2 stitches and we made them into 1. That is called a decrease. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do that again in the next stitch. All right, we're going to yarn over as if to make a double crochet, insert it into the next chain stitch, yarn over and pull it through. We have 3 loops. We're going to yarn over and pull it through 2, but we're not going to finish that stitch, not yet. We're going to yarn over as if to double crochet, go into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. Okay, so we have 4 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through all 3. That is a decrease. Okay, so let's do a little review. A chain of 27. We put a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook, and then we began our pattern. 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. A double crochet decrease in the next 2 stitches, and a double crochet decrease in the next 2 stitches. That's okay. We're going to do it a few more times and you're going to get it, I promise. Okay, now we are done with our decreases, and we are going to make a double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. Ready? Yarn over, insert it, yarn split. We have 3 loops, yarn over and yarn over. That's 1 double crochet. Okay, yarn over, insert it, yarn over. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and make 3 double crochets. Okay, all right, so we have our decrease, our decrease, our decrease, and 3 double crochets. Okay, now because we took some stitches away here, we're going to have to add stitches, so that's called an increase. So that's right here. See, we made a decrease here. That's going to make it slope down. So we want it to pop back up again. We're going to make the hill part, so we're going to have to make an increase. This is how you make an increase. We're going to go in the next stitch and make a double crochet in that next stitch. And you know what? We're going to make another double crochet in that same stitch. And now we have 2 in that hole. Okay? And we're going to do it again. In the next stitch, we're going to make 2 double crochets. Here's our first double crochet. And here's our second double crochet. Okay? Great job. So this is a pattern, and patterns tend to repeat themselves. So now we are going to go ahead and do 3 double crochets. Here's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and 3 double crochets. So we made our 3 double crochets. So now we're going to go and make another decrease. You remember how to make the decrease? Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, leave these 2 stitches on, yarn over, go into the next stitch, insert, yarn over, pull through. We have how many loops? 4 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, now we're going to do that one more time. So this was the decrease. Yarn over, insert our hooks into the next hole, into the next stitch, pull through 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, leave those 2 on, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. We have 4 loops on our hook. Oops. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And we're going to go ahead and make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that leaves us with 1 more stitch, and we're gonna make our increase here, okay, because it's a pattern. So we're gonna do 2 double crochets in this last stitch. Here's 1, and here's 2. Okay, and that is our first row. Now I know it's tricky, all right, and it might be a little confusing, but that's really all there is to it. I'm going to go ahead and show you another row on the purple one so that you can see what it looks like on a bigger piece. But I feel it's always important to show you what it looks like on the first row. That first row is going to be the trickiest, and the great thing about watching this on a video is that you can rewind it and play it again and again until you get it straight. So this is a pattern, and after a few rows you're going to do this pattern pretty much without thinking. The hardest part is going to be learning the pattern and remembering to put your increases and decreases where they belong. So let's go ahead and finish this on the purple one. I've gone ahead and I made a few rows. Now remember I said that this is a ridged chevron, right? So we're going to go ahead and make the ridges so that you can see these lovely bumps. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on our next row. Okay, so for every row after this one, so the only row that's different is this one. All the other ones are going to be the same. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and continue in the pattern. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna turn it and I'm gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So every row after this we're going to chain 3, and that first chain 3 is going to count as the first double crochet. Okay, and we're going to make a second double crochet in this stitch, but we're going to ridge it. We're going to make it into ridges, which means we are going to crochet into the back loops only. Yeah, so let's go ahead and make a double crochet. Yarn over, insert it into the V, but we're going to yarn over and insert it into the middle of the V and come out of one of the legs. We're going to yarn over and pull it through. We have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over and pull it through 2. Okay, so now we have our chain 3 and our double crochet. Okay, and now we're going to start our pattern. Our pattern is simple. Yarn over and make 3 double crochets, but we're going to put them in the back loops only. Insert it in here, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through. That was 1. Here's 2, and here's 3. This is the double crochet. So I've gone ahead and I've made, our pattern is 3. We have 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to go ahead and do our decrease. Yarn over, insert it into the back loop, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through 2, leave those 2 on there, yarn over, insert it into the back loop, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 3. That was one decrease. Let's go ahead and make another decrease. Yarn over, insert it into the back loops, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through 2. Leave these 2 on, yarn over, insert it into the next one, yarn over, pull it through. We have 4 loops, yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, pull it through all 3. Now the pattern says 3 double crochets here in the back loops. 1, 2, and 3. That was 3 double crochets. So we did a decrease. Now we're going to go ahead and make an increase. Increase, when we get to our next stitch, we're going to make 2 double crochets into this stitch, back loops only. Insert the hook. Here's 1 double crochet. Here's 2 double crochets. Okay, and in the next stitch we're going to do the same thing. Here's 1 double crochet in the back loop, and here's 2 double crochets in the back loop. And then the pattern says, it's a pattern, 3 double crochets. Here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. And we're going to go ahead and finish this row together. So we did a decrease, an increase. Now we're going to do a decrease. Here's our decrease. We are going to yarn over, insert it into the back loops, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2. Go into the next stitch. Remember, leave these 2 here. Yarn over, insert it in the back loops, yarn over, pull it through. We have 4 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through all 3. 2 stitches have now become 1. And let's do that one more time. Yarn over, insert it in the back loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Leave these 2 on, yarn over, insert it in the back loop, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 3 loops, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, and pull through all 3. We have now done a decrease. And as the pattern says, make 1 double crochet in each stitch. 2, 3, and then we have to look for this last stitch. So I know I've said before, be very careful not to forget these last stitches. Here's the last stitch right here. We're going to yarn over, and remember we did a decrease, so we have to end with an increase. So we're going to go ahead and make 2 double crochets in this last stitch in the back loops only. Okay, so try and find it. It's not always easy. Here's 1 double crochet, and remember 2 because we're making an increase. And there you go. We are done. And then when we make our next row, we're going to chain 3 and start all over again. Okay, so that's the pattern, and that's how you make the ridge chevron stitch. Here are the ridges, and this is the chevron. The chevron is just a series of hills and valleys. You're done. As usual, you can just go ahead and pull it through and snip it, and you can make it as long as you like or as wide as you like. Okay, wasn't that fun? Again, practice makes perfect, right? The more you practice, the better you'll be. So the good thing about this one is that it's a pattern, and it has a very simple repeat. And oftentimes in crocheting and in knitting, you'll find patterns that repeat very often. So this one is very simple to remember, because it's not, we're not just doing double crochet all the way down, but we have an actual pattern, right? And a repetitive pattern, very easy to remember, very simple, and easy, again, very easy to practice this on a washcloth. Yeah. So as usual, I had a great time. So listen, don't forget to like the video, okay? It helps me know that I'm on the right track, making things that you want to see. And subscribe. Yeah, please go ahead and subscribe, so that I can continue to make videos about different stitches. And you can also hit that bell notification so that you will know when the videos come out. I try and post videos every week. Thanks a lot for stopping by. It was great hanging out with you, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.